I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. And I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord. Can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Well, if you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand. I've seen your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2025 SAL Trade Deadline Extravaganza. We have the suit on. I had suit pants, but they got ripped, so I put sweatpants on. My hair looks like shit. I apologize. I've been trying to get it cut, but it has not been working out. We started a little late because I had to help deliver in groceries. We need to eat, right, folks? Hey, now. But anyway, here we are. We're here in a interesting trade deadline season. Now, today I was hoping that we would hear a little bit about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Milwaukee Bucks face of the franchise for the last decade or more. I was hoping we'd hear a little something about him getting moved, but that does not seem to be in the cards. So, what we instead are going to have to do is look over the trades that have already happened and discuss. All right, folks, welcome to the deadline. Let's start. So, what my plan is we're going to be going in order of when trades happened. So, we'll be going from the first trade that was made until very recently in my handy dandy notebook. I don't have a green screen this year, so pardon the production, but we are working on it. So let's start off with a massive trade. Trae Young. Trae Young, the superstar for the Hawks, was traded for CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. Now, this was a very big trade. We started to hear rumors going throughout the season of how Trae Young was going to be moved, that the Hawks didn't really want him around anymore, just kind of wanted to dump him, and dump him they did for CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. Not, frankly, for the Hawks, a bad deal, I would say. If you want to get Trae Young out off that bad, fine, but I think I don't know how you can look at this trade and not say that the Wizards just outright won it. Just absolutely kind of a grand slam. Um, we'll be talking about the Wizards more later in a trade that maybe I don't think is so much of a grand slam, but this is absolutely a fucking smashing deal. A great fucking trade for the Wizards. You get Trae Young, who, you know, has been very up and down in his Hawks tenure, but was good enough to beat the Sixers in 2021. Had a few fun years. Was a all-star for quite a bit. An interesting player to say the least for the Hawks. You get him for nothing. CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. I don't think you could have traded those two guys for nothing, and I don't think people would have been upset. These are not great players anymore. CJ McCollum had his time in Portland, had his time. No longer an asset that I think anybody is necessarily clamoring for. Um, you get a good player, you get a fun player, you get a player who, if you're the Wizards, I don't think you're necessarily ever expecting to compete for a championship because you're a badly run team. So I think as a fan, you kind of just want to see them get some fun players in. You want to watch some interesting ball. You want to see big names come over, and then see what you can do with them. I absolutely think Trae Young can get this team into the playoffs. As you know, I'm not gonna ever say that they're gonna be like a 3 seed. They're not gonna be a high seed, but I could see them being, a fun little surprising 6 seed, 7 seed who can do a little something, have a fun little series. I'm very excited for the Wizards when it comes to this trade. Now, here's a trade where I'm not as excited about a franchise constantly in turmoil. The Cavaliers did a trade with the Sacramento Kings in which the Cavaliers highway robbed. Hold on, let me get sure what this works. Uh, yeah, highway fucking robbed the Kings. The Cavaliers received Keon Ellis, Dennis Schroeder, and Emmanuel Miller. Chicago, I don't know what Chicago's doing here, but Chicago received Dario Saric, a 2027 second round pick from the Kings, and a 2029 second rounder from the Kings. And Sacramento gets DeAndre Hunter. What are we doing here, Kings? Last deadline, I lauded the Kings for their moves. Again, we all knew that they kind of weren't gonna be great. I think it was fair to say that that trade was pretty rough for them, not getting um, anybody great for Fox. But Zach LaVine's a guy. He's fun. You can watch Zach LaVine and have a good time. I think the Kings, the Wizards, the Jazz. You kind of just you want these teams to just have fun guys you can watch, because otherwise, who gives a fuck about what they're doing? Um, the Kings completed that mission last year. This year they are fucking up. It's just I don't know what you're gonna do with DeAndre Hunter. Like what do you do with DeAndre Hunter? Nothing. They fucked up. You trade Keon Ellis, you trade Schroeder, you trade Miller, and you trade 2 seconds and Dario for nothing. It's a baffling trade. The Cavs, if you're a Cavs fan, you have to be so excited about this deal. You get two fucking great like bench guys, two good role players who are gonna come on, produce for you, fucking ball out, rock out. It's just an absolute steal, an absolute win for the Cavaliers. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what Sacramento's doing. I don't know. It's just it is a shame. It is a shame because after that 3 seed year, there was so much hope. You had De'Aaron Fox, you had Sabonis, you had Keegan Murray, you had these fun guys, you had this fun team. Everyone wanted to root for the Kings, and then they just haven't been able to do anything noteworthy or enjoyable since. It's a shame. I feel for the fan base in Sacramento. You get to watch DeRozan, Levine, and Westbrook, but that's all. As a Flyers fan, I do feel for you. These franchises that are just constantly kicking the wheels out from under themselves, like you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. As an NBA fan, you don't want the Kings to be bad because that's a fun fan base to have. That's a fun team to root for, and you just want them to be good. But it's okay. We move on now to another Atlanta move. The Trailblazers receive Vit Krejci for Duop Breath, a 2027 second and a 2030 second. Um, as a Blazers, if I'm the Blazers, I'm not really moved by this. I don't, as a Blazers fan, you get Dame back. That's exciting, but again, this is another team that's kind of been stuck in the mud since the glory days with Dame. You get him back, you're going to be able to watch him for the rest of his career. Dame's going to be a Hall of Famer, most likely, and a Hall of Famer for the Trailblazers, of course. That number 0 is never going to get worn again. Um, I just don't know what you're doing trading all this stuff for Vit Krejci. I don't know that he's a player that moves the needle for you. Um, if you're Atlanta, you're excited about this move. You get 2 picks and Duop Reith for, I don't know, not a great guy. I know Sixers fans were a little bit interested in getting Reith. I'll be honest, I don't think Reith's worth putting up on the TV. I'm unmoved. I'm uninterested. I'm not really finding a lot to say about this trade. It's just, whatever, fine. All right, we come next to the fourth trade made this season with the Jazz. The Jazz making the first big splash of the actual deadline season by getting Jaren Jackson Jr., Conchar, Jock Landale, and Vince Williams in exchange for Walter Clayton Jr., Kyle Anderson, Slow-Mo, Taylor Hendricks, and George Niang, the best of the 2027 first round picks between Cleveland, Minnesota, and Utah, a Lakers 2027 first, and the Suns 2031 first. I I think this is a smash deal for the Jazz. You give up picks, you give up some guys, but you get a player in Jaren Jackson Jr. who's going to lock down uh, the the front court for you. You know, Jaren Jackson Jr. I believe DPOY at some point. Good player, no matter what. He's been a centerpiece in Memphis for a while. They haven't really been able to get a lot done there, but you get this backcourt or this front court now of you get Laurie, you get him, you get that other guy. I don't know. There's another guy there that's good. I think. I can't but help but think this is just a smashing success for the Jazz. You know, you're the Jazz. You're not really going to get anyone from free agency, and the draft history as of late hasn't been exceptional. So I think you got to take the opportunity to just get a player, get a guy. You've been rebuilding for a few years now. You don't really have anyone huge. We'll see what Ace Bailey turns out to be. You have Isaiah Collier. That's something. I think if you're a Jazz fan, you have to be a little bit pumped about this. Like, you got to be real pumped about this. You get a guy in there, you can buy his jersey and be happy. You can enjoy watching him. That's a good trade for the Jazz. Um, Grizzlies, I don't hate this for them either because you get 3 first round picks, which you need if you're going into this rebuild. We'll see what they do with John Morant. Hopefully, we see some sort of trade for John Morant later in the day. You see, oh, oh geez. Um, yeah, so you get John Morant, or you see what you can get for John Morant. You rebuild, you go into the future with Edie, you go to the future with Colin Coward. Is it Colin Cowherd? It's something like that. I always get him and the famed host confused. I got a Twitter notification. Let me look. Why the fuck am I getting baseball slop today? I don't give a fuck. Okay. Um, yeah, it's a great deal for the Grizzlies. It's a great deal for the Jazz. I don't know how, if you're a fan of either of these franchises, you're upset by this. Um, I'm just excited to see if the Grizz can make a big splash and trade away Ja. But honestly, if you were able to keep him, I think he's young enough that you can still try to build up around him. Maybe he's too good that he kind of ruins the um, rebuild a little bit by keeping you guys a little too into it. But I can't really see a lot to be upset with this trade. I think it's a good deal for both teams, and I'm excited. It makes me a little bit interested in watching Jazz hoops, which I don't know who would be. Um, Next up, we get another really fun trade. The Chicago Bulls received Jaden Ivey and Mike Conley. Detroit Pistons received Dario Saric, Kevin Herter, and a 2026 first round protected swap pick. Minnesota gets nothing, if I'm not mistaken. They get cash, or they get room. I think if you're Chicago, this is the type of deal you should be making. Chicago's seen a lot of success in kind of getting, not to say he's a good guy or anything, this is purely basketball. It has been successful for the Chicago Bulls to get um, Josh Giddey and rehab him, and he's developed into something there. He's a guy there. He's a good player for them. Not my boy. Don't like him. Don't want him on my team. But anyway, I think this is a good deal for the Bulls. The Bulls have kind of been, again, another team just treading. Not really sure what to do since that enjoyable 2022 year. Um, or 2021, 2022 season. Um, I don't see a lot to be upset about. If you can rehab Jaden Ivey, that's great. You get a good player. If not, then whatever. Mike Conley's not really going to be much for them, as you will see later. It's a good low risk, high reward trade for the Bulls, and I'm excited for them. Um, Detroit getting Sarge and Herder. Herder's a fine player. He can be a little something for them. Dario, we know what he is at this point in his career. He can play power forward minutes for you, I guess. That's what you want, I guess. Um, 2026 first. Yeah, sure. You give up Jaden Ivey. It sucks that he didn't work out for them, but I don't think them being a top of the East are going to care that much about crying. Um, he's been in the league a few years, haven't really been able to make a big move for them. Maybe he develops into something for Chicago. I like this. Minnesota. I don't know why they're trying to shed salary. This trade made a little more sense for Minnesota when it kind of seemed like, oh, this is gearing up for a big Giannis Antetokounmpo trade, a big Giannis Antetokounmpo moment. But I don't think that now that we know that that's not coming, I just don't necessarily see the value in this deal from a basketball perspective. I'm not gonna pretend I'm a salary cap expert. I don't know what this does for their money that much. I know it originally cleared up space that if they went to go get Giannis, that could be done, but I don't know what it does outside of that, and I don't know. I'm just not really feeling much of anything on this deal. Um, let's see. Let's go to the next deal, which is another good Chicago move. Awful, awful Boston move. Boston trades for Nikola Vucevic and a second rounder, while Chicago trades for Anthony Simons, a second round pick. Um, if you're the Bulls, you've been wanting to get off Vucevic's contract for a while. Um, you get rid of him. Maybe he's a fine player. I know he can stack up fantasy points, but I don't know what value he provides to a real life basketball team anymore. It kind of seems like he was just, you know, uh, there and able to make baskets for Chicago for a little bit, but clearly didn't want him that bad. Whereas for Chicago, you get Anthony Simons. I mean, we've seen what he is. He hasn't really been much. He was a little bit of a tall man standing out in a rough Trailblazers team. But as we saw, he hasn't really been able to produce anything of note for Boston. Um, Maybe Chicago gets something out of him, but Chicago making this deal, I just think is a smashing success for them. You get a young player, you get a chance for a guy who you know is not in your long term plans, who is not worth keeping around. You've been trying to get him off for years, and I honestly think that Boston kind of just sold a little bit on Simons. Again, I'm not saying that I think he's going to be a great player all of a sudden, but I feel you could have gotten more for him and his salary than a player who is not gonna do much for you like Vucevic. I'm not entirely sure if they're both expiring or if Vucevic is expiring and Simons isn't or whatever, but I'm not feeling this deal for Boston. As a Sixers fan, I'm happy because if we face Boston in a playoff series, you want Vucevic on Embiid. It's lunchtime. Now let's get into another big trade. What could end up being the biggest trade of this trade deadline season. Um, I don't know what this is. I got a lot of tweets. Let's look at the tweets. Okay. It's just fucking Jake Fisher talking about Ben Stiller. Like, can we grow the fuck up? You know who you are. You know people have your notifications on. Stop retweeting Ben Stiller, you fucking weirdo. Anyway, Cavaliers. The Cleveland Cavaliers received James Harden in return. The Clippers get Darius Garland and a second round pick. This is an obvious Cavaliers fleece. If you're like Darius Garland is not awful. He's not the worst player in the world, but he clearly isn't doing enough for Cleveland. He has his All-Star appearances. He was an entertaining player to watch. Um, But since Donovan Mitchell's been there, he's kind of been on the back burner and he hasn't been doing enough to make a big ol' push for that team. I think Harden's the type of guy you want in there. You want a point guard. This gives Donovan Mitchell the ability to work a little more off ball. Harden doesn't have to carry all of the guard responsibilities while Mitchell's there. I think it's just a clear fleece. It's a great trade. If you're the Cavaliers, you're happy to do it and only give up a second, really. I would swap Darius Garland for James Harden, even at his current age, any day of the year. Harden's still a good player. He can still produce. He can still uh, make a team ball the fuck out, as you've seen from the Clippers' recent games since uh, Harden has been traded. Um, yeah. Again, if you're the Cavaliers, you do this trade every day of the fucking week, and you don't look back, and you're smiling, happy, fucking happy as a clam, giddy even. Um, I don't think that you're ever going to get an opportunity to trade a bum like Garland for a good guy like Harden. Again, so you take it. And who knows, maybe even if they don't win this year, I think you have probably about a 3-year period where you can have Harden and fucking Spida together. You see what you can do with them. It's a very good team. It's a great guard duo. Maybe the best guard duo in the league right now. I I'm I don't have enough of a roster memory to fucking say, but it's a great deal. You're happy, and who knows? We know LeBron James is unhappy, and the Lakers. Maybe we see Harden, Spida, and LeBron come back and form a new big three in Cleveland. Next up, I don't know how to describe this as anything else but a meme trade. This is a clear fucking joke. It's a meme. It's a laugh. It's one of the most ridiculous trades I've seen all year. It is Anthony Davis, Jaden Hardy, deloading Dante Exum for Dallas receiving Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Malaka. Oh no, Malachi Brannon, Marvin Bagley, 2026 Thunder first, 2030 Warriors first, 2026 Phoenix second round pick, 2027 Chicago second round pick, 2029 Houston second round pick. This is a fucking meme deal. After the Trae Young trade, I was ready to give the Wizards their laurels. I was ready to say, hey, you got a young core, you have Star who's breaking out, you have these guys who are playing well. Let's go into the future with this young core and add Trae Young to it, see what they can do. But then you go and make a fucking move like this where you get this is going to be the biggest case of Celtic Shaq we've ever seen. Like this is overtaking Celtic Shaq. Wizards AD is just awful. Him and those fucking goggles. Dallas AD was Celtic Shaq. This is even worse. I don't know what the fuck the Wizards are doing. Like you give up 3 firsts for washed fucking Anthony Davis. He's not good. He's not good anymore. He's hurt. He can't play. Maybe he gets the Joel Embiid magical fucking serum and he can return to being a ballin' ass player. But I just don't see it, and I just do not like this deal for the Wizards. Dallas, I don't know if it's great for them either. I don't think anybody they've got here is anything worth note. But getting 2 firsts and a few seconds for Anthony Davis is fucking okay. That's fine. Meme deal, just a complete joke. The Wizards, come on, man. Come on. Like, what are we doing? And the funniest thing to me is the reports that came out about Alex Sarr, um, the Wizards organization views him as a power forward. All well and good. Why are you trading for Anthony Davis, who is the most resistant man to playing center in the world? It is one of the most noteworthy qualities about Anthony Davis that he does not want to be a center. He does not like being a center. What the fuck are we doing, man? What are we doing here? Speaking of what are we doing, I would like to take a moment to talk about the Philadelphia 76ers. The Sixers coming to this year, low expectations, nobody have any hope for them. You have VJ Edgecombe, you have Maxey, you have Embiid. You say, okay, what are we going to do with these fellas? What's going to happen here? Does Embiid get moved? No. We have a fun little year. We're building up. Maybe you're not a contender this year, but you're certainly a fun team to watch. You could be a playoff team. You could make a little run. Who fucking knows, man? But you're exciting and you're interesting and you provide a little bit of hope. And part of that hope was second year player Jared McCain. The Philadelphia 76ers dashed that hope yesterday by trading Jared McCain for a 2026 Houston first round pick, 2027 second round pick that is the best of OKC's, Houston's, Indiana's, or Miami's, a 2028 Milwaukee Bucks second, and a 2028 Oklahoma City Thunder second round pick. He was traded to the Thunder for that. I just You can say what you want about value. You can say what you want about him not producing this year, him not being a player this year, him not being great this year, him not cracking the rotation this year. This is nothing but an embarrassment for the franchise and a horrible, horrible trade. This 2026 first that people think will magically turn into a great player, I have no hope for it. I have no belief in it. Um, Houston, you can say that they're going to fall. They have Kevin Durant on their team. They were a decent team last year. I have no reason to think that they're going to all of a sudden become a Bulls team and uh get the Sixers a fucking top pick. And even if you do think that that 20 range is fine, outside of um Maxi, who, let's be real, in a real draft where it's not coming off a COVID season where March Madness wasn't canceled, you don't get him. You do not get Maxi if it weren't for those extremely rare, extremely odd circumstances. Um, Outside of that, the Sixers have not had much great luck drafting. Um, your three best draft picks are Maxi, are uh, McCain, though we see that how that's worked out, who was selected at 16, and VJ Edgecombe, who was a top three pick. It's kind of hard to fuck those up. And even if you want to give credit to Daryl for picking VJ at 3, you can say what you want. If Ace Bailey doesn't tell the Sixers and do his whole charade, he is a Sixer right now. And we see how that's working out for the Jazz. He's come alive as of late, but we see how that season started for him. I just, you can say what you want, but I think you should give McCain an opportunity. If you think that he's been bad this year, guess what? He's in his second year of his NBA career. He's 21 years old. I have no reason to believe at this moment that there's no way in hell he could not figure out a way to become a contributing player on this team at the very least. A role player, a star, whatever. People were talking about him last year like the next Steph Curry. Like, you should have this guy on your fucking team. He's hurt. He contributed. And I know you want to say last year he was playing for a dog shit team. He was playing for a bad fucking franchise. They were not good. Nobody was on the team. He was producing for a bad team. But at the same time, there's a lot of guys who didn't produce on that bad team last year. Maxey had a down year last year on that bad team. And he did produce. Like, I don't think there's any rationalization to this trade that I can agree with, which I can say, you're right. I think this was a good deal. I think if you want to trade someone to get under the salary, you need to get, or if you want to trade someone to get under the tax, you trade somebody else. You trade somebody else. You have Eric Gordon on this team, who it now seems the Sixers are trying to shop. You have a lot of guys on this team who are not very good, who you could shop. You shop Drummond, you shop a lot of other guys. You don't sell him off. I don't care what you think. If we just say that getting a first round pick is good, then trade fucking anybody. Because, like, I don't know. I just think it's fucking stupid to just say we got a first round pick that makes this a good trade. Because I just don't agree with that assessment. I think it's silly to be cheering this on. I think anything other than complete and utter disdain for this move is unwarranted, and I am frankly a little embarrassed about how many people are happy with this deal, or at least understanding and willing to give benefit. I don't think they deserve benefit here. This is a move to duck the salary tax or the luxury tax, and you get nothing for it. It's a little hard for me to talk a little more objectively about this deal than others because I am a Sixers fan and I want the best for the Sixers. Um, do I think that this deal is the best thing for the Sixers? No. I think it's a bad deal and I'm very, very upset. Um, but for the Thunder, you are a good team that's already very deep. You get a player who, if he booms, great. If he doesn't, then you have 20 other guys. You're going to be fine. It's a fantastic deal for the Thunder. You don't force him to play right now. You don't need him to be a contributor right now the same way the Sixers did. They took advantage of the Sixers in this deal. Presti comes along and fucking absolutely fucking smashes a home run on this deal. I am in fucking awe of how these teams can constantly just fleece other GMs. And I don't hate Daryl as much as many do. I understand why people do hate Daryl. I would never disagree. But yeah. If you would like to defend this trade for whatever reason, I would just like to remind you, Josh Harris was in the Epstein files. He is a rich pedophile, as it says there. If you were defending this, you're defending putting money in this man's pockets. Let's just remind everyone that this is the man you're defending when you defend this trade. Because this isn't a trade for the Sixers. This isn't a trade for making the team better. This is a trade to make Josh Harris's wallets hurt a little bit less. But whatever, it's over. It sucks. It's done. We can move on. Let's talk about another deal. A deal that I quite like, actually. Not for my fantasy team, but for other things. Oh, shit. The Charlotte Hornets trade Kobe White, Mike Conley to the or no, they don't trade them, they get them. And the Bulls receive Colin Sexton, Dieng, and 3 seconds. OKC received Plumlee and immediately waived him. Reaction: I like this deal for both sides except the Thunder, but the Thunder we don't really care. Charlotte, you get Kobe White, Mike Conley. Again, he's not really much for you, but Kobe White's a really good guard. I like him a lot. There's a reason why he's untouchable on my team. For a team that has a lot of guards like the Hornets, you don't need him to necessarily be a star. You just need him to be a contributing player, and I think that's exactly what he is. Um, I just think this is a smashing fucking home run deal for the Hornets. And the Bulls, you get Sexton, get Dieng, you get 3 seconds. Sexton, he hasn't really been a big star since the Mitchell trade, but I still like Sexton. I wouldn't be upset with Sexton on my team. You get 3 seconds, You get a lot of seconds for Kobe White. You get a lot of interesting players who aren't necessarily stars, but if any team is going to rehab someone's values, the Bulls are kind of a good place. They have minutes. They're not running for a playoff spot. I'm very happy with the Bulls trade deadline. I think they've done pretty well and just gotten guys who, hey, try to become something, rehab your value. Worst case scenario, you don't work out, but hey, we get 3 seconds in this deal, we get picks. Let's see if it works. I'm if I'm a Chicago fan, I think I'm pretty happy with this deadline, as of right now. Then we come to a really interesting trade. The Raptors received Chris Paul III. The Nets received Ochai Agbaji, a 2032 Raptor second round pick in cash, and the Clippers received Vanja Marinovic. I can't help but feel good about this trade. If I'm the Nets, you get fucking a second for nothing. And I don't know what's happening everything else. I don't know if there's a lot to say about this trade other than Chris Paul. I wonder where he goes. Does he become a Pelican? Just ride off into the sunset with another former team after the Clips butt fucked him for being kind of an asshole? Maybe. We'll see. We will see. That's all I have for that. We're kind of reaching a point where there aren't a lot of massive deals where I can talk extensively about them. So we're kind of gonna run through and then start bringing in some of our guests. Um, so yes, the Charlotte Hornets, or no, sorry, I apologize. The Utah Jazz trade for Lonzo Ball in 2 seconds, and the Cavs get not a fucking thing. This is just a move for the Cavs to get off money. Utah is gonna buy him out. Okay. Get 2 seconds, good for the Utah Jazz. Next deal. Atlanta trades trades for Jock Lansdale, and Utah receives money. It's a fucking classic baseball move. You buy a little player with some money. That's fine. I don't have interest in this deal. Doesn't do much for me. Shout out Falk. You got your boy in Atlanta. Um, Good for them, man. Hey now. Uh Next up, Tyus Jones goes to Charlotte along with the 2027 worst pick between Boston and Orlando, and a 2028 second from just Orlando. And Orlando gets cash. Another one where I don't really care. It's Tyus Jones. Charlotte gets 2 picks. Hey, good for you, buddy. Number 14. Here's the last like really exciting trade, I would say. Kristaps Porzingis goes to the Warriors. The Hawks get Kuminga and Buddy Hield. The Hawks just kind of get a guy, Kuminga. He's young enough where, hey, try to rehab your value, get playing time here. We don't actively hate your fucking guts here. Um, Develop, become a fucking player for us. They trade Kristaps Porzingis, who has not really played that much, and who, I don't know, is he dead? Is he dying? I don't know, but he's gone. He wasn't doing anything for them. I don't know why the Warriors do this, unless they know that Porzingis is going to be completely fine. He's been so unhealthy this year. I just don't know if I'm trading Kuminga for that. But I guess it's kind of just well, our guy's fucked, your guy's fucked. Let's just swap them type deal. Also, Buddy Hield. Sorry, bud. You should have never wanted to come to the Sixers. Raptors trade for Trace Jackson Davis, and the Warriors receive a 2026 second round pick via the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm gonna sum this up in 2 words: who the fuck cares? Not me. Next up, Dalen Terry. Dalen Terry goes to the New York Knicks in exchange for Gershon Yabusele. It's a change of scenery swap. I hope Yabusele is able to rehab his value, play a little bit better with the Bulls than he did with the Knicks. I don't know why he's fine with the Knicks. Kind of a deep team at forward there. Clearly regretting that a little bit, but hey, Knicks get Dalen Terry for 20 minutes. The next trade, which I am another just great Bulls move. The Bulls trade Ayo Dosunmu and Julian Phillips for Rob with the shifts, Leonard Phillips, and 4 seconds. 4 seconds for Ayo. I'm a little shocked that they got more for Ayo than they did for Kobe, because Kobe has been a far better player for them, I feel. But I just, again, I'm just in love with the Bulls moves. You're getting guys. Dillingham, I don't even know if he's a rehab candidate. He just seems like he's pretty good for the Timberwolves. Again, getting Ayo is not awful for the Wolves, but I really like this deal for the Bulls a lot more. It's a massive haul for Ayo. I don't know that I would want my team to give up that much for Ayo, as much as I enjoy him, but I think it's a really good deal. I'm very happy with what the Bulls have been doing. If you're a Bulls fan, hey, welcome back. This is better than the years of fucking buyout Patrick Beverly being your best move at the deadline. Um, Next up, we have Atlanta trading for Gabe Vincent and a 2032 second round pick, while the Lakers get Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard. I'm not a Luke Kennard guy, so I'm not going to say that this is a great deal for the Lakers, but They need role players. He's a role player. He can do a little something for them. You have Luca, you have LeBron. If they can work with him, then hey, that's fine. Fine trade. Atlanta, you get another second, and you get Gabe Vincent, who, really cashed in off his fantastic performance with the Heat in 2023. Maybe he becomes something again in Atlanta. Maybe he missed that Southern air. Next up, the Bucks, after announcing that Giannis Antetokounmpo would not, in fact, be traded, would not be dealt at this deadline. The Bucks have traded for Nick Richards and Nigel Hayes Davis, and gave up Cole Anthony, Amir Coffey. What the fuck? Okay. If I'm a Bucks fan, I don't know how I'm feeling about this. I'm probably hyped that Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to stay with my team at least through the rest of the season. But I'm not going to pretend that this is a great deal for either side. Nick Richards was a commodity a few years ago. Maybe you're able to rehab him, get him next to Giannis, make it look good. All right. The Utah Jazz trade for Chris Boucher, and I don't know if there's been any confirmation on what the Celtics received in return, or if there has been any return. I've been looking. As far as I know, they have not gotten anything back for Boucher. At least it hasn't been reported yet what they received for Boucher. Um, I mean, fine deal. Jazz get Boucher, maybe you rehab him, maybe you buy him out, whatever. Um, and as of now, the final big trade, Jose Alvarado goes to the New York Knicks for Dalen Terry, 2 seconds, and some cash. Jose Alvarado is going to be exciting with the Knicks. He's a big hustle player who's been playing on a really bad team for a while. I think this ends up with him, you know, becoming a fan favorite in New York and not much else. I don't know if he's a player who's really going to move the needle for the Knicks all that much, but he can't hurt to have for Dalen Terry in 2 seconds. I'm not clutching on to seconds. I think this is a good deal for the Knicks and a good deal for the Pels. Um, but yeah, it's a shame we ended on such a whimper of a move, but so far this trade deadline has kind of been characterized by just kind of weird moves happening. Obviously, there's weird moves at every deadline, but this year it just feels a lot weirder than last year. You know what I mean? Um, the weirdest thing being that the Chicago Bulls are being entirely competent and borderline. I don't know if I want to say this and jinx it, but they're being smart. It feels like. Um, maybe something happens and it blows up in their face. But right now, if you're a Chicago Bulls fan, I think you have to be happy. And frankly, I think they're probably, aside from people who have made these massive trades like the Harden trade or the Trae Young trade, I think Chicago Bulls have had the most consistently good trades and arguably could be your winner of this deadline. They have 100 guards now, but I'm I'm pleasantly surprised by the Bulls. Um, yeah, that is the trade deadline as of now. There is an hour and 14 minutes until the deadline is over and players can no longer be traded. So we're going to call up our guests and see if they're ready. So I'm going to call the group chat. I'm going to set this up. Please, everybody, please be a little bit patient with me. This might take a moment, but it'll be worth it. We are scheduled to get our panel in now. Okay. Here's our panel as of now. I'm on Dallas Shrimp's laptop, so I'm going to join that. Let's join this. Oh, that echo is going to be rough for y'all. Okay. Bang. So we're going to. Hold on. Does that say Ballers muted? Sorry, folks. I don't have my usual green screen and stuff, so it's been a little difficult um, figuring out everything. But hopefully we are good to go in a moment. Um, Okay, how do we pop this out? I usually pop this out. I'm sorry, this is really bad, but oh god, I'm gonna fucking kill myself live on stream. Shout out witness. Um, Usually you can pop out these fucking calls. Is there no way to pop this out? What in the Heliante? This sucks, dude. What the fuck? Add friends to DM. Can you only pop out in other? Share your screen. Turn on camera. My camera's on. I'm sorry, everyone at home. This is embarrassing from me. I hope I look cute for everyone. Window. Well, this is how we're gonna do it. Can everyone at home, if I play this quack sound, can you hear the quack sound? Add source. Window capture. Yes. Window. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Okay. Here we go. We're gonna do this, folks. I apologize for everyone at home for how messy this is. It's gonna be worth it. Whoa, here we go. Okay. Transform, edit transform. We're gonna crop it left. $500. Here we go. Here we go. How do we at home, can we hear the duck noise? Can we hear the duck noise at home, please? Please, please. No, you couldn't hear the duck noise? Fuck. This is bad. This is rough. Mac OS audio capture. Application audio capture? Hold on. Let me cook. Sauce God. My AirPods just died. Hi, Sauce God.
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Oh,
big
good
day.
Lord Almighty.
I
Cable
am
output. AirPods.
AirPods.
all the biggest scoops.
Bro, we got the sources, we got the scoops. We're in here.
We're ready.
This is a professional stream.
Are we feeling good?
We're feeling good. How are you feeling, Sauce God? Tell us your
thoughts on
the trade deadline as it has
as it
gone
has
so
gone
far.
so far.
Big leg down, I would say. I was expecting more action on D-Day, on today, Thursday, the trade deadline day, but it seems that most players still negotiating. That's what my insights tell me so far. And I want to give some thoughts. I want to have a conversation. We need to open a conversation about the state of our media. So we need to have a conversation about Mr. Shams, or Sham, as one would
Sham
say.
Sharania?
This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. We have
What's
gotten no rumors. We have gotten nothing, no news, just confirmation of the trends being done. But right now, the league is dead quiet, or at least it seems. But let me tell you, there are some things going on that will blow your mind, that are just so magnificent, so grandiose, that you cannot even comprehend the scale of what's coming up.
I know. Have you seen the newest slop that has just been released? Sauce God. The Denver Nuggets are trading Hunter Tyson and a
Ooh.
2032
This is the
second-round pick to
domino. This is the
Brooklyn.
domino, Sal.
This is a domino. Is Jokic's getting traded? Is Aaron Gordon
This is
going to be a
this
fucking
is what
Hornet?
this is how it starts.
This is how it goes. The Nuggets, they've been
We
quiet this
have
year.
seemingly a trade that is to dodge the luxury tax for the Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you, there's something more bigger than you can think, bigger than you, than both of us. That's coming up for the Nuggets and
Of
for
course.
a very special team in the East, which I cannot disclose at the moment.
You have insider slop, I'm hearing. Hell yeah. So,
What are your thoughts on Mr. Tyson that just got traded?
on Hunter Tyson getting dealt, dominoes, things are going to happen. I don't know. I don't know who Hunter Tyson is. I have a dog named Tyson. That's about it. That's about the long and short of it. Is my headphones not working? That might be what's happening.
The sound seems to be glitching, so I think there's the powers that be don't
ESPN
want this stream to go well.
ESPN is trying to take me down as we speak. They don't want me. They don't want me
There's
stealing
something
their
going on.
viewers.
There's something going on.
Mr. Sharani is upset with my ability to report the news to the audience, to the masses, and he's trying to take me down, and I won't stand for it. We will keep streaming even if this stream does suck. These motherfuckers won't stop me. I'm Daryl Morey. I'm doing things without sense and without ideas.
Something big is brewing. So, it's also telling me that the Milwaukee Bucks remain committed to building a team around Giannis to do a playoff push, and you know what that means. So you know that the person that has started his slop season with the rumors early in October, in November, Ja Demetrius Morant is still on the trade block, and the Grizzlies are not stopping. They are still shopping
Yes.
Ja, to my knowledge.
Okay.
And, they already traded Jaren Jackson Jr. for 3 first-round picks.
Yes.
This is
yes.
not stopping. All right?
Yes.
There is something going on in Memphis. Something
Something
deep
big.
going on. All right? And I want to make it clear that Ja is on the move. All right? Big implication for fantasy, obviously. Big implication
Absolutely.
if he goes in the East. But we'll see.
That would be a massive deal. That would change the landscape of the NBA as we know it. So, Scott, if you're the general manager of one of these teams right now,
Boom, 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 boom.
wow,
Josh Minott traded to the Brooklyn
wow,
Nets. The Nets are still on the move. I repeat, the Nets are still on the move.
they're
They are
not
acquiring young
fucking
talent.
sleeping.
Very, 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 very good player, Josh Minott, rising superstar, and they seem primed to surround Michael Porter Jr. with talent for maybe a play-in push. Who knows? We still need to hear the details of the deal, but things are coming, right?
Of course,
I need you to stay on your chair and
of
stay
course, I'm
tight.
not moving.
Put on your
We're
seatbelt
staying.
because we're going for a ride. Okay?
With an hour left, teams can make. This is where Scott Hansen would say, "This is the witching hour." Okay, deals can happen. Deals can be destroyed. Deals can be created within this hour's teams who thought they were getting Giannis Antetokounmpo move on and get something new. Do we see a team say we didn't get Giannis, we get Aaron Gordon? Aaron Gordon's what we want. Aaron Gordon's gonna make us better. Aaron Gordon's gonna save our fucking team. Who do we see? Who makes a panic deal to save their team at the witching hour at the last second of this deadline, Sauce? Okay. Yes. 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 Wow. Yes. Yes. Brandon Ingram. He could be gone. Mm-hmm. Really? Zubac gone is what I'm hearing from Sauce God. Apparently, no one else can hear from Sauce God. I'm trying to fix this. Sauce God, this stream has been a downright nightmare. This is awful.
We've been cancelled.
We're being
We're being
canceled
cancelled.
live. Folks, it's Sauce God. It's Sauce God. You hear Sauce God. Sauce God, speak a little for the folks at home. Let them know. Oh,
We are
Sixers
being
news!
attacked.
Sixers news! The Philadelphia 76ers are trading Eric Gordon and a 2032 second-round pick swap to the Memphis Grizzlies. Sources tell ESPN this gives the Sixers the flexibility
I
to
told you.
complete the conversion of Dominic Barlow. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, what we have right here, hold on, I got an airplay. What we fucking have, that's a slop nuke. That's a fucking slop nuke. That's massive. And you know what else we have? Here's what else we have.
That's big. That's big.
Woohoo!
That's
Daryl
big.
made a good
That's
deal.
big.
The second round pick is rough. The second round pick is rough. It's not great, but it's a massive deal. We're excited about this. He's gone. The bad man is gone. Eric Gordon is gone. What happens now?
How we doing, brother Baller? Brother Sam?
Hello.
Oh my God, Baller SP is here.
Yeah, I heard that Eric Gordon was dumped to the Grizzly, and I couldn't wait another second.
Big news.
You look
this
fantastic,
is huge.
Baller.
All right.
As you, Sauce.
This gives the Sixers some much needed flexibility to be able to pay their players. And another move is coming up. Another bigger, scarier move.
This is
Right?
massive. This is massive. Who do we get next? Who is coming
Let me
to the
tell you,
Sixers
the
now?
other team in that deal, keep an eye on them. Keep an eye on the Grizzlies.
As always. Could John Morant be coming to the Sixers? Can we see him on the Sixers? Can we get Santi? Can Santi be the power forward this team needs?
I'm sorry, Sal, there seems to be a problem with your sound.
Ah, fuck. Let me fix that. Folks,
Yeah, I
this
can't
is
hear Sal
big
anymore.
stuff.
Regardless.
I can hear the boys. Please speak, gentlemen. Please, you got this. I believe in you. I trust you.
Yes.
I mean, let me just break this down. Get Eric Gordon's bum ass out of here, and
Yup.
that opens up another 2.2 million below the luxury tax. Josh Harris
Yes.
is cooking.
That's big. That's big.
That's massive. That's a
That's
big
massive.
deal.
Yeah. I mean, Kyle Lowry is already here for the veteran aspect of it, I would say. So EG was not looking was looking a bit redundant, I would say.
Yes.
And I don't know if you guys have been watching the news, but Josh Harris is in big need of lawyer money right now. So this is big for him.
Yes, that is also a good point. In case anybody forgot, Josh Harris is a confirmed pedophile. Josh
I hear
Harris,
that.
with no amount of
Sauce, can you hear this?
legal
No.
whatever.
So we
Fuck
can't
it.
hear you.
The people can hear it, and that's what matters. The people are
That's what
drunk.
matters.
That's
The
what
audience
matters.
is what matters. Josh Harris is a confirmed pedophile.
Fangio is attacking this stream. The Kalshi is attacking this stream.
He is an allegedly
we
one.
are
He
trying
is
our best
one.
with the technical difficulties that we experience.
Confirmed. That's not a good thing, for the record. I have too many AirPods. But it's Josh Harris is a bad guy. He's a bad dude. And Freddie Gibbs just sent me a text to come to his show.
There we go.
The last
Freddie?
Probably watching a SAL stream.
He is. He's tuned in. Listen, again, I just want to say one more time, just to make it very clear to the people at home, Josh Harris is 100% a pedophile. Confirmed. Legally. But yes, this is massive.
Allegedly.
No, not allegedly. 100%.
Listen, I don't want any lawyer to.
Hold on. Denver Nuggets will convert swingman Spencer Jones from a two-way contract to a standard contract. League sources tell me.
We did it.
By me, I mean Chris Haynes.
It's really poetic that both Embiid and his biggest rival are facing similar front office circumstances, I would say.
Absolutely. It's an issue. Spencer Jones, will he have to split his time between the NBA and the MLB now? Will he stay with the Scranton Rough Riders? We will wait and see. What a fucking season. Dude.
It's incredible.
What are we going to do? What is going to happen next? Baller, Sauce, I want to hear your predictions. What's the next move to be made by these GMs looking for a championship, looking to bolster their rosters, looking to sell? What happens next?
Well, I'll tell you what I would do. If I was another GM, I would buy right now on Brandon Williams. His stock is as low as it's ever been.
Listen,
absolutely.
I've heard rumors, I've heard noise. There seems to be one team that is looking to move massively, is the Dallas Mavericks, right?
Yes.
They already traded AD. Kyrie seems to be locked down for the rest of the year. But they just got Marvin Bagley. Are they going to keep him? Probably. Right?
The Sixers.
Yep.
The Sixers are signing Charles Bassey to a second 10-day contract. Sources tell the Philly Voice and Sixers Adam. At the same time, Derek Bodner is reporting that it's worth noting that after dumping
I was told there would be no move by the Sixers front office.
Yes.
And I was told that McCain was the last deal. This is massive, guys. All right.
There's more, and there's fucking more. It's worth noting that after dumping McCain yesterday, the Sixers had room under the tax/apron to convert Barlow. Dumping Gordon was not necessary to do so. So it indicates that they'll try to do something else. Not necessarily huge, but some options listed below. Not reading the options, but there is potentially something else theoretically. Is Charles Bassey this something else? Let's find out.
Oh.
Wow. What do we have?
Wait, can we just for a second, can we shout out Sixers Adam, the best beat reporter on the Sixers beat?
Absolutely.
Massive slub, guys.
Undisputed.
Austin Krell says to have finished watching Honey Don't by Ethan Cohen. So maybe we will finally get an insider from the Clunk Zone onto those news. But sources also tell me that it's hedging between actually paying attention or watching another Coen Brothers movie. The situation is evolving, all right? We might be going to Fargo territory, but somehow, some way, we are still waiting to see what happens.
Yes. Absolutely. As of right now, we're giving Sixers Adam the official GOAT beat of the SAL stream until Austin Krell until Vinny Gambini comes on.
I got to say, Tony Jones has been doing a fantastic job.
Tony Jones is a pussy, and him rooting for this McCain trade is embarrassing and embarrassing me.
Let me tell you, Daryl masterclass right here.
Yes. Daryl did a good
Situation
team.
seems to be evolving.
Yes.
I can't wait for his next trick.
I think he has ones. So, folks, what is our number one hope for what he does with the pick he traded, or the pick he received in the Jared McCain trade? The seconds don't count, just the first. Fantastic. I'm personally hoping for Jeremy Sochan. I'm 4chan. Let me get him. I want him. He's been bad on the Spurs. Parm won't trade him to me in fantasy for a fair deal, but it's okay. I
Sources tell
respect the
me
Parm.
that Daryl Morey, being a former Rockets GM, played a huge part in him acquiring that pick. I understand by that he
Yes.
is rooting against his
Yes.
former team.
Yes.
So the first round pick is not what necessarily he wanted. He wanted to root against the Rockets. That seems
Yes.
to be a playing pattern in that trade.
That makes sense. Sources tell me Daryl Morey does not like the Rockets as much as the Sixers right now. Many are confirming.
Now, Sal, with this first round pick that we now have from the Rockets, can I throw a guy out there?
Of course.
He's a guy. I haven't seen him on any of the mocks, but keep a lookout for him. Alan Graves, that's your boy. You heard it here first.
Who?
My boy, Alan Graves, from Santa Clara.
California?
That's the one. The school of Jalen Williams.
Which one?
And I think AJ Mitchell, too. The good one.
Which one?
The one on a max contract.
Okay. I'm just trying to save you. You're about to get uninvited from Falk Super Bowl party. Talking like that.
Bad news for you.
Oh, did it get canceled? Folks, I want to tell you, I just looked over at my plastic tub and I found 3 different lighters sitting on there. I don't know why.
Big news. That is big news.
That is big news. That's a fire safety hazard. We grabbed it and we're now putting it onto the Wood Entertainment Center.
Can I just make a quick note?
Of course.
Yes.
Please.
The floor is yours.
I have to just hand it to the Philadelphia 76ers for really just doing incredible work, signing Charles Bassey to a 10-day contract and not even bringing him up to the main roster once, and then signing him to another one because he did such a good job.
Daryl's a master. When we talk about great GMs in this league, we talk about Red Auerbach. We talk about Pat Riley at that one time. We talk about many people, but we do need to start bringing up Daryl Morey because you don't get moves like these from a normal GM. You have to have a special, capable mind to make these master moves.
I mean, that's why you get paid big bucks, right?
Yes.
Daryl Morey, massive house. I've been there in front of it. Didn't see the guy.
Oh, breaking news.
Breaking
Big
news.
trade. The Los Angeles Clippers are trading Ivica Zubac to the Indiana Pacers.
Zubac to the Pacers. Wow. You heard it here, folks. First.
Sources tell Baller SP, told Shams Charania, tell ESPN.
The Zubac Pacers. It's funny,
Wow.
We all got upset with the Pacers for not re-signing Miles Turner. However, they end up getting a way better center.
That's correct.
The end of that thought.
Sal, are you a little worried that you sold
big.
low on Ivica Zubac?
No, I got Jalen Williams, and it's flop. It'll fail.
There we go.
I want to remind everyone, all the haters at home, I only scored 260 fantasy points last year against Flop in the playoffs, and I beat him by like 20. This is the one we're talking about.
Remind the people that the Pacers own their pick this season, which means we could see a Darren Peterson Halliburton, and Zubac, and Siakam, big four.
Yes.
The
That'd be
East
great. I mean,
is wide
honestly,
open, but it
I
won't be
think
next year.
I think the Pacers, obviously, Darren Peterson might not be, they might not be able to pass on him, but a large forward would fit perfectly into that team.
Yes.
I completely
Yes.
agree.
Yes. Him.
This is big news for YK and Yanni Koda Niederhauser, who is now trying to start for the Clippers as the next power forward or center now that Zubac is gone.
Wow. Gentlemen, do we need to trade? Do we need to trade this 28 Clippers first? Do we need
On
to
that
trade that
note,
soon?
I think it's important to note the Clippers have now traded James Harden in exchange for Darius Garland, the guy who's been hurt all year. They've traded Ivica Zubac. We don't know the return yet. Kawhi Leonard, what's going on?
What is happening with Kawhi? Now, being the experts here, all of us being the experts here, do we think that Pablo Torre found out a little something too much, and now this means that Kawhi Leonard is going to be suspended for his role in the tree shit?
I don't think so. However, I do expect some sort of boycott from the league partners against the
Absolutely.
Clippers in retaliation for the Kawhi Accenture problem.
Yes.
I mean, I do think the Clippers are still going to make the playoffs without James Harden, without Ivica Zubac, just out of sheer spite against Chris Paul.
Yes.
Now, can I just maybe write a little fanfic here?
Yes, absolutely. We love it.
Potentially, if the Philadelphia 76ers would trade for Kawhi Leonard, I think we might actually get a final determination on who would be the leader of this team. Would it be Tyrese Maxey? Would it be Joel Embiid? Would it be Kawhi Leonard? Or would it be Kyle Lowry?
Yes.
I
As we
don't
all
think
know,
you can
it would be Kawhi.
discount the experience that a guy like Kyle Lowry brings to the table, right?
Yes.
I would have him as the main leader, as the brain behind the operation, I would say.
Absolutely. Now, the Sixers, they're down Jared McCann. Guard has become a massive need in the wake of that move. Do we see a move for a player like Kyrie Irving to join the Sixers? I'm just spitting here. Could Kyrie Irving be a Sixer?
I don't see it. I do think what I've been told that Kyrie's repost of a controversial movie would clash with the religion of the Sixers CEO and owner, Mr. Josh Harris.
Yes.
And as we know, Daryl Morey is a big friend of the Jewish people, also a big friend of Israel. So I don't think that would match just due to political divergence, I would say.
Absolutely.
And this is why also I've been hearing noise about the Sixers targeting Danny Avdija as a possible pairing with Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid.
No
comment. Sixers. Charles Bassey, he's back. We all remember when he absolutely cooked Jokic. Do we think that Charles Bassey can once again be a championship center for an NBA team?
I think lightning could strike twice.
Lightning could strike twice. It has. All right, let's all go down the line, starting with Baller, then me, then Sauce. Let's think about the biggest Shams tweet that we could hear in the next 5 minutes.
The biggest?
Yeah, the largest.
I mean, I think we all know what the biggest one is, but we're not going to say that.
Who is he? I don't know.
No comment.
Okay. All right. Do we want to play blackjack? All right. Here we go.
Sure.
All right. So you have a 5. Dealer has an ace. I'll show you the card. I can't see. 15. We don't know what dealer has. Let me look. Never mind. You got blackjacked on. All right.
Rigged.
Next hand. Next hand.
That is. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
Sorry, it's the DraftKings sponsorship. They made me. We have an 8. 8 for the chat, 8 for the viewers. Dealer has a 7. Dealer has a 7. That's big. And a 6 next to the 8. Okay.
We're going to need a hit. Oh, breaking news.
Okay.
2-time reigning American League Cy Young winner Tariq Skubal won his arbitration case and will make $32 million this year.
Let's fucking go.
Tell Ball RSP, tell Jeff Passan, tell ESPN.
Yes. Let's fucking go.
That is big.
You heard it here first.
No, that's massive. That's good. 10. Oh my God! Benedict Mathurin is going to the Clippers as a part of the Ivica Zubac trade.
Wow.
After that, my next question is, you have a 14. Do you want to hit or do you want to stay against a dealer 7?
Hit me.
Hit you. Hit.
14. You have a 4. You have a 4. You're at 18. Do we want to hit or do we want to stay?
Hold.
Okay. Dealer is showing 12. Dealer showing 16. Dealer is showing a 20. I'm sorry, you've lost again. I'm sorry.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. That's not what we want to see. That's not good. So let this be a lesson to Daryl Morey at home. When you have Jared McCain, don't gamble. It's bad. So Benedict Mathurin is a Clipper now. He will be playing with Kawhi, maybe? Do we think that Kawhi wants to stay on a Clippers team where he really has no chance to win?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he wants to stay. Now, there might be some moves around him.
Okay.
So there could still be some Clippers move this deadline. Kawhi could get moved, for all I know.
Yes.
But I do think he wants to stay.
Absolutely. I think you're right. He could.
So, sources tell me that he very may well be moved, right? But he also may not be moved.
Yeah. What do you think will happen, Sauce God? Oh my God, Jake Fisher's on the screen.
Oof.
Hold on, I don't think we have enough coverage yet. There we go. Let's
go one more angle.
Deadline. This has been a massive deadline.
This is massive.
This is massive.
For the people at home, stay in line.
Don't get up. Keep the Run the Jewels playlist going and stay the fuck in line. You need to vote like your life depends on it. So the big question is, what happens next? Who do we see get moved next? What vibes are we feeling for the next half hour of this deadline? Do we see someone request out a massive player and then return to the team? What I'm asking is, does Kawhi ask out and go to the Raptors? Do we see Sabonis and Kawhi both go to the Raptors today? Can that happen?
Sabonis hasn't gotten traded yet, right?
Sabonis has not gotten traded yet. As of now, he is still a king. He is still staying in line. Massive slop! Georges Niang to be waived by the Grizzlies. He is coming back to the Sixers. He's coming back to the Sixers. Mark my words. That fucking loser is going to come back to the Sixers when we should re-sign Shake, who did beat him in that fight. Who did absolutely clown him in the fight they had on the sideline.
Can I make a statement?
Go for it, please.
If the Sixers bring George Niang back to the team, I'm out on this team.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
Forever.
Forever. If they get rid of him, you're not coming back. What are we drinking?
If George Niang is on the Sixers ever again in my lifetime, I will never root for them again.
Okay, that's a take. That's a good take. What are we drinking
All right, we
today?
have full package on.
Two first-round picks. Benedict Mathurin, Isaiah Jackson for Zubac. Two first-round picks.
Wow.
And Kobe
That
Bryant.
is a lot. That is a lot.
That is a lot for Ivica Zubac.
2 first round.
I would not do that package in fantasy. Yeah, that's massive. That's massive.
I think that's a good deal.
Hold on, big slop for the for our Canadian viewers. The Blue Jays will honor the first game in franchise history with a $77 hot dog night on April 7th. You can get 77-cent hot dogs at the fucking Blue Jays game on April 7th.
Let's go.
You're not hearing this on any other stream, folks.
Go to Toronto.
Whoa, hold on. Big slop from Mark Stein. Amari Williams has agreed to a 2-year, $2.7 million deal with the Boston Celtics. His agent, George S. Langberg of GSL Sports Group, tells Steinline. So my first question is, what do we think that GSL stands for? What does the GSL stand for? Game Sport Leaders.
I think you nailed it. First try.
Okay.
That move actually has big implications, and I'm going to keep that quiet for now.
Okay.
I'm monitoring that situation.
I'm monitoring all situations. Whoa.
Wow.
Protection
on a pick that the Clippers are receiving. 2026 first-round pick from the Pacers, protected 1-4 and 10-30.
Wow.
Whoa.
So the Clippers receive that if it's between 5 and 10. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Which it's not going to be past 10. So if the Pacers get like lottery selected, they keep the pick. If not, it's a Clipper.
Okay. Chris B. Haynes is reporting that Indiana is also sending Isaiah Jackson to Los Angeles. This is not news, but it is 10 minutes. It's like 10 minutes late. That's 10 minutes late, he's saying this.
Sauce, that might be bad news for you because that might keep Yannick Coden-Niederhauser on the bench.
Listen.
It remains to be seen.
Tyronn Lue has plans that are bigger than you can imagine. All right.
Mm-hmm.
This is a man that has turned a 7-21 team into a play-in team, which is no small feat, especially when you have mediocre old players like James Harden and Kawhi. Well,
hold on.
Do we have news?
The second round pick, the Clippers will get the 2028 Dallas second round pick from Indiana. According to Jake Fisher. Please continue, Sauce.
No. What I'm saying, it could happen. Things could happen.
Things could happen.
Yes.
Chris Haynes reporting that the Los Angeles Clippers have included Kobe Brown into the deal. This is also information that we heard before, but Chris Haynes is saying it 10 minutes late. Thank you, Chris Haynes. Shams Charania is reporting that the Pacers are sending Benedict Mathurin, Isaiah Jackson, 2 first-round picks and 1 second-round pick to the Clippers for Zubac and Kobe Brown. Sources tell ESPN and SAL Productions. Shams, later than Chris B. Haynes, is what we are learning here today.
You're not getting this kind of news anywhere other than the SAL stream.
You're not. Shams is also now reporting that the Clippers are receiving a 2026 first-round pick from the Pacers, protected 1 through 4 in 10 to 30, plus a 2029 Pacers unprotected first-rounder. Oh, we have actual slop. Ivica Zubac will also receive a $2.4 million trade kicker as a part of the deal. $2.4 million going to Ivica Zubac for this deal. Thank you.
So you're a big fan of Indica Subats?
Yeah, Ivica Zubac. How do you say it?
I normally say Sativa Zubats personally.
Oh, that's so true, dude. I'm not allowed to smoke weed because I'm in Pennsylvania.
Do you, however, take edibles?
No.
Like a well-known writer of
No, I am not receiving.
acquaintance.
I am not getting blasted, absolutely zooted off 10 milligrams of edibles. The least loud pack anybody has ever heard
Sources
of.
tell me that a new edible has been popped. All right. We
Wow.
are advancing.
Wow.
This is a fluid situation. There
Wow.
could be a second. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Sources are telling me something was also popped while watching Market Quality in Aubrey Plaza in Honey Don't.
Sal, I have a question for you.
Okay, please ask. Please ask.
Is there any way we can get another angle here for you?
It'd be hard. It'd be really hard. The Sixers should be rooting very hard for the Indiana Pacers to be in the top 4 on lottery night, according to Sixers Adam Aronson, AA.
Which we have to remind is the best Sixers beat writer. All right.
Yes.
He's number 1.
Despite the news.
Reigning,
Despite the
defending.
Raiders, the losers.
Breaking. Jeff Passan is reporting that there is a free article on ESPN about Tarek Skubal that has just been released. You can read that after the stream. Of course, we want all of your attention to be on us. But if you want to go read that after the stream, please do that. Please do it. Please go ahead and do that.
All right, we are now down to 29 minutes left before the deadline. Will the Sixers do anything? I think not.
Kawhi's out there. Kawhi's out there floating. We didn't hear about James Harden for very long. It didn't take them long for that trade to be done. We heard about it, and then it happened pretty quickly. I have no reason to believe that Daryl Morey doesn't want Kawhi Leonard.
If Kawhi does not get traded, I think that probably indicates that he might get suspended.
Absolutely.
Could be.
Very may well be, but it also may not be.
Possible.
It may not.
No. It may very well. No. How do you say it again?
It very may well be, but it also may not be.
Got it.
Very may well be. What a dumbass dude.
Come on. I would like to say we respect all of our
words have
viewers.
ever been spoken.
Yes. Yes. I'd like to say
Nervous.
I did get slop last night from Austin Krell. I told him that I would not say it. However, he's ducking the stream sadly, and if he's not here in the next 10 minutes, the slop will be revealed. I think he was lying to me, but he might not have been. He might not have been. We will find out. We will see. It is fluid. We will see. Hold on.
Slop here.
Slop. Are we seeing?
Jump Charania.
Can we say it at the same time? Read it at the same time as me.
Yes. All right. Wait 1 second. I'm pulling it up.
Okay.
3,
All right.
2, 1. If
the
the
Pacers first rounder
this year
falls outside of that
1 to 4
touch
10 to 30
range, it converts
to the
to the
Pacers
Pacers
2031
unprotected first. Adam Aronson reporting
Massive.
Pacers 2026 first rounder now goes to the Clippers if it lands between 5 and 9. Sixers control Clippers first rounder in 2028 unprotected. In 2029, top 3 protected swap rights. So they should be rooting against Clippers getting a lottery pick in an awesome draft.
I just found something that I think we might have missed on this stream from 32 minutes ago. This is via Sixers Adam, the greatest. Sixers are getting the rights to Justinian Jessup in this Eric Gordon trade.
Justinian Jessup.
Big.
Welcome home, Justinian Jessup.
Welcome, Justinian.
Who is a Bayern Munich player, currently, Boise State Broncos.
Justinian Jessup.
Incredible name. One of the best I've ever heard.
All right, let's find out. Is he hot or not?
He could.
I'm gonna guess he's a 7.
He needs a better haircut, to be honest.
Ooh. You know, so I'd like to preface this by saying I've been watching a lot of Malcolm in the Middle YouTube shorts lately that kind of contextualize entire episodes and compress them down. This looks exactly like the one kid.
Dewey.
No, he looks like the older one with the gross face. Oh, is that Chris Haynes?
Yeah.
Indiana Pacers made a run at Utah Jazz center Walker Kessler and offered a package highlighted by 2 unprotected first-round picks. It was declined, and the Pacers pivoted to Zubac.
That is big.
That is massive.
Again, we need to remind the people that this is a massive deadline, all right?
This is a big deal.
This is the best, trade rumors and slop since the James Harden trade to the Sixers.
No, absolutely. There's not a doubt in my mind.
That might be controversial to say, but I do think that Justin Jessup will be as good as Justinian Jessup. Apologies.
Yes. we have to respect him.
I'm big of an accusation. I
take that.
I just want to.
Justinian, dude.
Oh, yikes.
Hold on. Give me a moment. I need to zoom in on the child's face. It's this one. He looks like this one from Malcolm in the Middle.
Not good.
Not good at all. He looks exactly like that one. The resemblance is frankly uncanny. There's a little bit of Jay Young in there.
There is.
There is a little bit of Jay Young, Joshua Young, Brigham Young. He is not in the stream. He's not. He said he would join maybe, but he didn't. And that's okay.
This is looking unlikely. But again, it is 50-50. All right?
Yes, as all things are.
It very may well be.
I must report that a growing number of my sources are expressing regrets towards the presidency of President Biden compared to the new administration. And I need to let it be known that there is a growing number of people that are expressing the same feelings.
Yes. I didn't know that you guys could see that side of things the whole time. It's a little
Breaking
messy over
news.
there. Breaking news. What's the news? Where's my phone?
This is from Baller SP from Shams Charania from ESPN.
Wow.
Charlotte
Wow.
Hornets are trading Tyus Jones to the Dallas Mavericks for Malachi Brannon.
Yes.
Wow,
yes.
wow, wow.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
This is massive.
The Hornets open up a $7 million trade exception. Masterclass.
Malachi Branham. Where's
Malachi Branham, former Spurs.
Malachi Branham was traded in the Anthony Davis trade for all at home. If you can read there, he was traded in Anthony Davis trade. Anthony Davis, he traded. He was in that deal.
He was the main return, some argue, for Anthony Davis, along with Marvin Bagley. And again,
hold on,
the Hornets
we have more slop.
Are moving.
Yes.
Stuff is going on, guys. All right.
Kobe White has been traded. Kobe White has been dealt. He's
cannot be too loud about it, but stuff is going on.
Things are happening. I think that's a fair assumption.
I need everyone to trust the process that is happening.
Yes.
And the swamp will be drained. All right. The Hornets will be good again.
We're having an update from Jake Fisher. Tyus Jones, sources said, was who Dallas actually targeted before D'Angelo Russell this summer, before Jones found a richer deal with Orlando than the Mavericks could afford.
Well, after Kyrie comes back, Tyus Jones will be competing for possibly the third guard spot behind Kyrie Irving, Brandon Williams, and A.J. Johnson. Tyus Jones slots perfectly into the fourth guard spot.
Yes.
Congratulations to him.
Yes. Wow. 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 This is from Chris Haynes right now. Sources. Los Angeles Clippers have included Kobe Brown into the deal. Indiana sending 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick. I'm not kidding. This
you heard it here first.
Tweeted. You just heard it here from Chris Haynes. Not a minute too late. Malachi Branham is gone. Wow. 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 The Bucks and Suns have expanded the trade that they made earlier. Osman Dang to Milwaukee and Nick Richards to Chicago. All the stars are here. Things are happening. Trades are going down the deadline, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta say something.
Okay, please.
Is he their Giannis replacement? They know that Giannis might be gone this summer.
Yes.
They're bringing Usman Jang, big guy. He's very tall, and he maybe is the future for the Bucks.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes. Yes, this is massive. This is big.
Very big.
Do we see a team try to make a push for Giannis Antetokounmpo in the last 20 minutes of the trade deadline?
The situation is fluid. All right?
Fluids. What are we drinking today? Are we staying hydrated on trade deadline day?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yes.
Okay. What do we have?
Yes.
I
have a beautiful
I finished an entire kombucha.
Okay.
Beer. That is, I cannot really show it on stream. It will be struck down by the woke communists at YouTube, but I am drinking a beer.
Yes. That's good. That might get
let that be known.
That's good to be anti-commie. That's how we get Vinny Gambini on.
I also have a cup of tea right here, but I'm already sweating under this jacket, so I'm kind of waiting on it till after the stream, and I take this jacket off.
Yes.
You heard it here first.
Are we feeling sick, Baller SP? Is that the reason for the tea? Or are we clearing up sinuses?
No, I feel better than ever. I drink tea 365. Winter, summer, fall, and spring.
Yes. Oh! Hold on. Big slop. Ty Dalbert has reposted Phillies Nation. Love writing about minor league baseball. Apply for our new Iron Pigs beat reporter internship. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever wanted the opportunity to write about the Iron Pigs in an internship position, please reach out to Phillies Nation. It's a little bit bullshit because I did ask Ty, is Phillies Nation doing internships like 3 months ago?
Massive news, Saul. It
Massive
appears
news.
that as of right now, Austin Krell has reposted Shamsharania's news about the Aaron Gordon
Wow.
dumping, which leads me to believe that we did not go towards another watching of a Coen movie or even a rewatch of Honey Don't. We have moved past that. He is locked in. Right?
He's
He is
in.
at his desk,
He knows.
popping the zins, and we are moving towards a conclusion of this trade deadline with our correspondent on the ground, Austin Krell.
The lotion is down. The keyboard is up. Austin Krell has officially clocked in for his job. Do we think that tonight is a 2-beer night? Last night was a 2-beer night. Do we follow that up with 4 beers in 48 hours?
This is the trade deadline, a once a year occurrence, all right? So
Yes.
we might be into 5 beer territory. We might be into door dashing territory, door dashing
Yes.
beers even.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the situation,
Yes.
the situation is evolving, and but I do expect a large amount of alcohol to be consumed. Maybe not
Yes.
beers. Maybe it's going to be a
Yes.
whiskey
Yes.
night. All right.
Yes.
Wait, this just
for all
in.
we know,
Breaking news. Austin
Yes.
Krell's DoorDash order may include a tip of over $3, but no more than $6.
Wow. 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 Well, you
That's a
have to
clutch
think.
move.
You have.
That's a clutch move.
You have to think if he's just getting a gelati ordered, if he's just getting one gelati, one drink delivered, $3 compared to what could be a $5 drink, that's a good tip. That's a good tip. We're seeing a tip of almost about 70% there, about 80% there. That's a good tip.
Yes. Yes, and you know, as of right now, it is winter still. It is a bit
Yes.
cold, so
Yes.
the Diet Coke run is not looking likely. We might have a door dashing of Diet Coke
Yes.
along with
Yes.
the Chinese order. All right.
Yes.
So
Yes.
look forward
Yes.
towards a large amount of Diet Coke being consumed. Maybe some Hennessy slipping into that Diet Coke.
Yes.
We will see.
Yes. After knowing Krell for some time, I can say with some certainty this isn't slop. This isn't a report, but this is based off history. He may say he only gets a Diet Coke from McDonald's. It might just only be the Diet Coke coming along with that Chinese order. But sources, the past have told me what I'm reading, the tea leaves that I'm reading, the history that we have with Austin Krell in this league. There might be a Big Mac in that order. There might be a secret Big Mac that slips into that order with the Chinese. You have to think that's a tough move combining 2 different cuisines right there. But I think he can pull it off, and I think he's going to do it.
I mean, this could also be completely out of the blue, no one expecting it, a big
Yes.
immense meatball night, all right? For all
Yes.
we know, she could step up, make the spaghetti, make the meatballs, boom, problem solved. But again, I don't expect that to happen, all right? It's still
No.
50-50, but that's looking
No.
more and more unlikely.
No, listen, and as we know, DoorDash has introduced the ability to, as you're door dashing, add more things on. So this is a developing situation. As the driver gets closer to the house, we could see Krell add some more. Knowing Krell, I believe him to be a subscriber to the Dash Pass. I'm sure he's getting the discount. The money that he would be spending on delivery, the money that he would be spending on fees, he might go into a pack of Skittles from 7-Eleven. There could be
That's
a
true.
Big
I hear
Mac.
7-Eleven is on the table. I hear Dash
Yes.
Mart is on the table.
Yes.
And I hear
yes.
I hear Go to Puff is out of the picture.
Yes.
Ooh,
I wouldn't be
big.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I hear Uber Eats has fallen out of favor. He's not riding with them as much. Now that he has the Porsche, the Uber and Uber Eats combination is less important. I think we're seeing a lot of big moves. I think we're going to see a lot of big gulps being delivered in the next 24 hours. I think a lot of things are happening.
The Porsche, which I might add, has been refinanced, all right? So
Yes.
again, evolving situation. There might be a big purchase coming on in the next few months. Not necessarily a car, but we already had the Peloton last year. That was a big
Yes.
one.
Yes.
We may move into new uncharted territory maybe, the 30-year-old mark is approaching, if not
Yes.
already crossed. So we might see a motorcycle coming into the picture. Harley Davidson
Yes.
Trail is possibility that I'm told has been evoked. All right.
Yes.
So let's just wait and see.
And speaking of March, we have Big Slop. This is what Mark Stein looks like. Apparently, I've not seen him before. I'm surprised. I'm a little. It's impressive. I didn't know he looked like this. Good for Mark. Congratulations. I thought he'd be a wiry man with glasses, but I was proven wrong. Congratulations to Mark for his appearance on the Bleacher Report deadline. I'd love to see his DoorDash order.
This is it. Just in from Jonathan Wasserman. You may know him from the NBA draft. As it
Yes.
stands now, the Pacers have a 52% chance at a top 4 pick. Though Indiana, New Orleans, Brooklyn, Washington each have 13 wins, Kings with 12, going to be a tank race for the ages in an elite draft.
Yes. 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 There is Big Slop. Big Slop, if I've logged into YouTube to finally check the comments after all this time. The PHLY Sixers are also doing a deadline stream. Fucking copycats. And Giannis is on their thumbnail. So Kyle Newbeck believes Giannis is a part of a possible deal for the Sixers. We will see what happens in the next 10 minutes. Next 20 minutes as deals start trickling out after the deadline finishes. What do we get in under the carpet?
A lot of game left. There's a lot of time left, all right?
There is.
This is sort of, I don't know if you guys follow football. This is the 2-minute drill of the trade deadline. This is do or die, and we expect at our headquarters here in Germany, we're following internationally, we expect a lot of movement in those 10, 15 final minutes of the trade deadline, especially around Mr. Ja Demetrius Morant. All right, he's still on the move, still on the block. His owner was especially pleased that fan for Justin Timberlake was the owner, so he's looking to make a splash, and that could be Ja. We know that he already got Eric Gordon as well, so there's more guards presence around here. So is Ja really needed now that Eric Gordon has been traded to the Grizzlies?
Yes.
And on that note, 10 minutes to go to the deadline. Deals that were agreed to before the deadline can be announced after the deadline. So stay in line until you get your vote in.
Stay in line, stay tuned, vote like your life depends on it. Vote for who you want to vote for. Don't listen to these fucking commies.
Democracy's on the ballot.
Yes, as always. As we wait to see what these last moves look like, what are our thoughts on dinners tonight? What are we looking for? Perhaps snacks after the show. Baller, it's a little bit early for you there. It's only 12, maybe a lunch. What are we looking at?
That's correct. I like to cook a breakfast, I like to cook a dinner, and I eat out for lunch because I never know where I may be in the city. I'm going to a job after the stream ends. I'm thinking Jersey Mike's today.
Okay. Now, I have to ask, is the brother from Everybody Loves Raymond, are his advertisements playing any role in your devotion to Jersey Mike's this afternoon?
No, frankly, the only factor that leads me to Jersey Mike's is the fact that I cannot get a single good sandwich for a reasonably affordable price in the city of San Diego.
Absolutely. You can't get nothing in California.
Big news now. Sources are telling me that House God himself is going to pour himself a glass of whiskey. So stay tuned. There might be some evolution of the situation, but this is looking at the plan right now for Source God himself. Right?
Yes. We have slop. According to PHLY Eagles, when Jordan Mailata found out the news about Jeff Stoutland no longer coaching the Eagles, he allegedly immediately bawled his eyes out. It didn't stop him today from appearing with that rat bastard George Kittle, doing a little song on the street. but sources say that he's upset.
And let me just say for the record, Falk is jumping with joy over this news.
Falk is excited. He is happy. Wow. According to Legion Hoops, 10 minutes ago, breaking teams are calling the Clippers, trying to trade for Kawhi Leonard. Here we go. Period. We wait to see if Kawhi Leonard is on the move.
My sources say there are 7 minutes to go to the deadline.
Wow. You're kidding. All right. I'm trying to find slop. Breaking. I'm probably going to toss on a sweatshirt after this.
Breaking. I'm taking my jacket off as soon as I can. I'm sweating like a pig.
Breaking. One of the gerbils died last night. We threw it in the trash. Rest in peace, Peter. We held a funeral. We had bagpipes. I hated that. That little bastard was a cannibal that ate another one before we got these two. So sources are telling me that Peter, is rotting in hell. I do hope that the GF is not watching the stream because I will get upset about that. Breaking from Chris B. Haynes. Breaking for Chris B. Haynes. For those wondering, the Los Angeles Clippers are not moving Kawhi Leonard. Sources say.
Wait, repeat that.
Okay. In case anyone else is wondering, ESPN are such frauds, they stole multiple angles from me. They have a Shams cam now. That's a different angle. We were the first one to have multiple fucking angles. But yes, Chris B. Haynes is reporting that the Los Angeles Clippers are not moving Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is staying put in Los Angeles. Is a buyout coming?
Now, we have a question from the floor.
Okay.
So-called Daniel Don is asking why Baller cannot take the jacket off right now.
Yes.
While he is clearly too hot with it.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great question. I just think it's a good look, and I'm trying to maintain professionality for the SAL stream up until the deadline.
Now, some of you might have noticed that we have Saul himself in a suit and tie. I couldn't actually do it, but I got 1, 2, 3 colors, which is more than enough for a stream. And Baller is looking absolutely professional.
Yes, let's just say we are the hottest looking stream for this deadline. Nobody's matching up.
That is the problem with the NBA. Shams is not dressing properly.
Yes. Kendrick Perkins
are not dressing properly.
Kendrick Perkins is a disgusting slob. He's not looking good. He's not showing up like we are, and that's what sets us apart. On a scale of 1 to 10, how upset do you think JJ Redick is that he doesn't get to be in front of a camera right now?
A good 7.5.
Okay.
4 minutes to go.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say there's no more trades.
Wow. That's a bold prediction.
That's
a bold prediction. So, now that it seems that the deadline has passed, as Sixers reporters, beat writers here, we're in the building every night. How does this compare to past Sixers deadlines? Is this the best we've ever had?
I would say this is maybe one of the worst deadlines of all time for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yes.
It's just straight demoralizing. We sold a rotation player to kick the can down the road as much as I can't wait for Daryl Morey's next trick, that's not inspiring. Jared
Yes.
McCain was the heart of the city. He will be missed. Gone too soon.
Dearly
It's
missed.
just terrible. It's just terrible. What can you
Yep.
even say at this point? I mean, the
Yep.
team doesn't want to win. The owners don't want to win. Josh Harris at least is going to get some good fucking lawyers because he's going to need that.
Yes. Yes. And again, just in case anyone at home is at all confused, Josh Harris is a confirmed, not alleged, but 100% a pedophile. All three of us agree with this.
Allegedly.
All three of us stand
Allegedly.
together, not allegedly. 100%
I can't
confirmed.
hear what Sal's saying right
Listen.
now.
We're
Listen.
all
Cut
saying
out.
this
Cut out.
together as officially confirmed news. He is a
Listen,
pedophile.
you know I love my lawyer Matthew Falkenstein, but I don't
Son.
think he is ready for this lawsuit that might come, targeting us for this, defamation. So I will be careful with the legal terms. I don't want to get sued.
Sauce, I don't know about you, but Sal cut out for me the past 5 minutes. I couldn't hear a word he said.
I can hear perfectly fine,
Wow.
Saul. That might be a problem on your side, Paul.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whatever he said, I don't endorse it.
We have Big Slop.
We have 1 minute left. 1 minute.
I did a post announcing the death of Peter on Instagram on my stories, and that has received 1 like as of now. We're monitoring the situation. 2, actually, just now. Again, we love monetizing death. We love getting clicks off death. We hope to see more likes in the future. Yeah.
All right. 1 minute to go until the deadline. This is it's truly incredible. I mean, there's nothing better than deadline day, and there's nothing worse than the Sixers on deadline day.
Yes. No, absolutely.
It's now 12 noon on the West Coast. The deadline has reached us, and it has come and passed.
Yes. Do we see any more moves happening here in the later minutes? Do we hear something later?
This is overtime, guys. We might see some big move for the Sixers happening
That's
on
true.
the waiver wire market.
Yes. Yes. They're
Now-
saying the deadline has an Elam ending. We're not leaving until we get a few more trades.
Now that the deadline has passed, I'd just like to announce it before everyone hops off the stream. We're going to do a little post to wrap up, but I'd like to say the SAL stream was sponsored by Kalshi. Everybody go to Kalshi to get your bets in. Sal, let me Sal, I gotta pay the bills. I've been
That's
down
balls,
bad. I've
boys.
lost quite a few parlays this year. It's been bad, but I got a little Super Bowl parlay that I think is gonna get me back. I took out a loan of $10,000 I put on this parlay for the Super Bowl, and you can bet it at Kalshi.com/saltheballs.
No.
So this parlay, it's a little 5-legger. I'm betting over 1.5 injuries, players out for the game. We're going to do under 0.5 mentions of Robert Kraft in the Epstein files. I don't think they're going to touch that one on the broadcast. I'm also betting under 70 minutes on the Bill Simmons Netflix post-game podcast.
Yes.
We're doing under 0.5 nip slips for the entire game. That's halftime during the game. I think there's going to be no nipples this year. And over 2.5 woke psyops. So go to Kalshi.com/saltheballs. I put down $10,000 for
wow.
I win
Wow.
$100 million.
We have massive Kalshi related news as the will Kanye visit Israel this year bet has fallen to 50% chance for a yes. So right now it's 70 cents for a dollar if you bid yes for will Kanye West / also known as Yay visit Israel this year. So again, we want to thank our partners Kalshi, and we want thank you for sponsoring the stream, and we want to advertise this massive development. They are selling a dollar for 17 cents, guys.
Wow.
This just in from Sixers Adam, the greatest ever.
Yep.
Sixers have no more trades. Source tells the Philly Voice. The Jerry McCain and Eric Gordon deals appear to be the only deals at this deadline.
All right. Sixers Adam has
Still waiting
also
for Austin
posted.
Krell to confirm the news.
Yeah, speaking of Austin Krell, I will tell the slop that I was told last night. This isn't from me. This is from Vinny Gambini, who's not watching the stream and who is a bit of a rat. Because I asked him to do a video last night. He said yes and then ducked me. So, apparently, if my source is correct, Daryl Morey will be on the Rights to Ricky Sanchez podcast soon, to discuss something. This is a slop that I've been given from Vinny Gambini, who again is not watching the stream and upsetting.
I have also slept regarding Vinny Gambini,
Okay.
aka Juicy J, aka Udon King, that he is reportedly rock hard following watching Funny Don't, featuring Morgan Quady and Aubrey Plaza.
Yes. Now is that confirmed or is that a good guess?
That is 100% confirmed. Sources
Okay.
tell me, and Sham Sharania from ESPN.
Absolutely. Justinian Jessup is coming soon. How do we feel
He
about
could be.
deadline acquiring?
It's a big move.
What
is
is
a big
Daryl
move.
Morey's message? I think we'll stay live for 10 more minutes and then we'll wrap it up. I don't know if there's much more to do here. What is Daryl Morey's next big move? What's his big next trade? How does he outsmart the rest of the league once again?
I think his next big move is obviously going on the rise to Ricky Sanchez. Few GMs actually go onto radio, so
Yes.
he is a pioneer in that regard.
That's true. He did send Mike Levin the salary cap jersey. We do appreciate that. We like that.
He might even make a picture with the Askin family, but that is still TBD.
I've also heard from a confidential source, Daryl Morey has just ordered a pizza.
Wow.
Oof.
Wow. Now, where do we think he ordered it from? Is this a chain? Is this a local spot? Do we think he's going Domino's? Is he going somewhere more local? And what do we think he's getting on it and what style?
I think he maxed out the toppings. Obviously,
Yes.
He's going from a chain because he just doesn't trust the local workers, especially after a deadline like this. He's going from Domino's, I think, as much meat as possible, no veggies.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, that sounds right.
Again, sources tell me that this carnivore pizza is going to be the main deadline acquisition for the 76ers coming into the playoffs.
Yes. Now, do we think, given Daryl's history, do we think that he asked them to pour the leftover grease into a jar so that he can have it at home for various other things?
I think so. And I think the stuff is also crust.
Could be the move.
Yes.
Could be the move.
Yes. Do you think Daryl refers to his thing as a hog? Do you think he's greasing up his hog at home? Much like Austin Krell watching Honey Don't.
No comment on that one, Sal. Back to you.
Okay, thank
No
you.
comment.
All right, so Elton Brand. If you're Elton Brand, you have to be sitting pretty thinking this fucking idiot's going to get himself fired once in a while. Or I'm about to be the third string under Big Bob Myers.
Oh, incoming slop. Breaking news.
Please.
Biggest news of the deadline. The Brooklyn Nets are waiving Cameron Thomas, allowing the scoring guard to enter free agency. Sources tell Baller SP, Shams Charania, ESPN.
South Stream.
Wow. That is huge.
I think he's a Sixer.
I agree. Daryl Morey will have his big little fucking figures, his big sausages all over this one. He wants to grab them. He wants to hold them just like Josh Harris did.
I disavow this segment. We are a professional host.
Yes.
TV show.
Yes.
So
yes. Television.
Precisely.
This is going out to local stations in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Hello at home to all. Do we see Cam Thomas in a Sixers jersey? Follow up. Does his hairstyle convince Maxey to go back to his original superior haircut?
That's a tough one.
Yeah, what was the question?
A tough one.
It was a bad one. It was a bad one. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's okay. We'll fix this.
All right,
Cam
I'm not worried.
Thomas. Cam Thomas. Does he learn how to pass with Maxey here?
No.
Okay. Do we see who else do we see entering the buyout market after today? We obviously have heavy hitters. We have Cam Thomas now. We have Lonzo Ball. We have what's that white guy who's like Jordan? Looks like Gordon Hayward.
Mike Conley is a player to
Plumlee.
watch for the Sixers. They reportedly, are very unhappy about getting rid of Eric Gordon, but the time was over for him. They needed a change, but they still
Yes.
want this veteran presence in the locker room for the young
Yes.
guys like Jerry McCain, never mind, like VJ Edgecombe. They still want Mike Conley to be
Yes.
on the team.
Yes. 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 Mike Conley, do we worry that he's a little too youthful for the squad? Do we need more veteran presence in here? Do we see the Sixers reach out to DeMar DeRozan?
Well, it was recently reported that DeMar DeRozan will not be bought out, so I do not believe that to be an option. Yeah.
Do we believe that the Sixers will tamper? Once again, Daryl Morey has not tampered in a while. I imagine there's an appetite to bring that back. Appetite is something that is common with Daryl Morey. Do we see him want to go back to his old ways, bring in a player like DeMar DeRozan, illegally, unfairly, implore him to explore a buyout with the Kings to join the Sixers?
Oh, breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news.
Seems to
VJ's
have
back.
rejoined the
VJ
club
has
zone following the
rejoined
end
the-
of the trade deadline.
Wow. 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 Okay. Okay. I have a lot of comments to delete. I've said a lot of things about the Rockets. Oh, hold on. We have Big Slop. We have Big Slop on my email. Okay. I need to apply for graduation by February 13th.
Ooh.
I need to apply for graduation by February 13th. This is Big Slop. This is big news. I got really confused for a second, so I saw something moving, and I realized it was another angle of me. Folks, with 5 minutes left here in the SAL trade deadline show, no Giannis moves.
Big slap. I have received my compensation for my airline cancellation a month ago. $162 will be joining my bank account in the coming days.
Lovely. Now, did we get the
Get it.
insurance on that? Did we get the insurance on that, or was there a cancellation fee that was involved?
That was the airline policy, 250 euros. Reportedly, that ended up going down. The price went down to 162, but we take it. You will take
We
it.
take it.
I will take it.
Yes. Now, what do we plan on spending that 162 on? A new Jessup jersey, perhaps?
That might be my private contribution to the 76ers to be able to dodge the luxury tax next year without having to dump any player.
Yes. Now I'm hearing that a contribution of that size, now that your flight's been canceled, I'm hearing that you might be able to get some private flights on the Lolita Express through Josh Harris for a donation to that sum. If you want to accept, if you don't, we don't have to. This is just what we're hearing.
I'm hearing competing news with that payout that Soskov received. The word is he may or may not be boosting the server.
Wow.
May or may not. Very well may be, folks.
Wow. That's the biggest slop we could have ended on. That is massive. That is massive. Breaking. Juicy J Jr. has made an appearance in the Clunk Zone.
Wow.
We take that. We take those.
Let me give a real prediction on Cam Thomas. I have two in mind. I think that he may be going to either the Milwaukee Bucks or the Minnesota
Big
Timberwolves,
news.
and we're going to send it over to Jay Young with his
We
thoughts.
have a big guest coming up the show. Welcome,
Jay
Jay
Young, you have extended the show for 10 more minutes, or however long you're here.
From his car in Raleigh, North Carolina, Jay Young, take it away. And we can't hear him.
Jay Young is muted. Jay Young is on here. Oh. All right. Wow.
He seems to be driving. Sources tell me he is in the car, in the driving seat.
Still can't hear him.
It's coming. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
The car seems to be moving, and he is not looking at the road.
Yes.
Sources tell me there could be an incident involved in the coming minutes.
Jay Young, turn your volume
sources, on. Jay Young is not moving. We can only assume that Grok AI is driving the car for him at the moment.
This is a disaster.
Keep going. Riff.
There we go.
Wow.
Jay Young has joined the call. Jay Young has joined the call. Jay Young, what are your thoughts on this deadline?
So I haven't seen anything other than the only thing I saw was we sent out a second round pick to dump. Was it Gordon?
Yes.
Oh, we swapped second round picks. And we received the rights to Justinian Jessup.
Oh, okay. I've actually always liked that guy's name just because it's like crazy. My major thoughts. Did we do anything else?
That's it.
Absolutely nothing.
No, but the sources
I would like to
scream
about Krell for a few minutes.
Today.
Oh, the floor is yours.
Can I just scream about this?
Yes.
So this bootlicker media culture, led by people like Austin Krell, is just completely ridiculous, right? When are we going to try to contend to win an actual title, right? Sal, I know you talk about this all the time with the Flyers. When are you actually going to go try to win the whole thing? I'm on my 4th day here of a new job, and I have to come out to my car and I have to go in a cold car. And what I find out is all we're doing is we're paying Josh Harris's tax bills. We're helping him duck the tax so he can extend Marshawn Lattimore. This is completely ridiculous. Joel Embiid, in my 30-some-odd years of life, is one of the most uniquely gifted and special players the city of Philadelphia has ever seen. And Sleepy Daryl Morey, all he wants to do is keep on snoozing. And he's got water carriers like Austin Krell, Derek Bodner, Kyle Neubeck, who are going to somehow both sides his opinion. Falk, right? All these guys who are like, oh, it could be a bad thing, it could be a good thing. I would say baller, but he's on the stream, and I don't want to throw him in that group right now.
I'm completely against what Daryl Morey has done at this deadline.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous because there is no team that is so far and away of everybody else that it's impossible. What is that?
John Morant is staying with the Grizzlies. Just wanted to let.
Great. Yeah, it's 16 minutes past the deadline. There is no team that was so far and away above the Sixers that you shouldn't have been going all in. And it's just so that the freaking Commanders can sign like a 32-year-old, it's Eric Weddle's coming out of retirement to join the Washington Commanders. And that's why the Sixers aren't allowed to freaking contend. It's completely absurd. All this crap, the hinky stuff, which started 15 years ago, was fun. But the whole thing was contending for titles and actually trying to go win a championship, not being stuck in the middle. Because, my background as a Sixers fan for 10 years was a nightmare, right? With Ed Stefanski in charge, all these guys in charge, being the 11th best team in the Eastern Conference, sometimes the 7th. Now it's just we're the 6th best team in the East or we're the 4th best. It's the same freaking thing. You might as well be the best team in the East or you might as well be one of the 3 worst. Otherwise, what are you doing? So wasting a year of Embiid coming back from the dead like Jesus H. Christ is insane. It's insane. There's no rationalizing this. Completely unacceptable. Shame on Daryl Morey. Shame on that fat slob. Shame on Falk. Shame on Krell. Shame on me. For Krell talked me into believing yesterday. I never should have believed. All right. Sorry. Needed to get that off my chest.
No, we thank you. We thank you for speaking the truth. Do you have
You're
any
welcome.
other thoughts on the deadline, on other teams' movings, on the Sixers?
Can someone tell me what happened? Did someone try to go contend for a title?
No.
Well, I think you can make the argument that next year the Pacers are going to be in line. The Pacers have traded for Ivica Zubac,
Nice. What did they give?
Benedict Mathurin,
A lot.
picks.
2 first-round picks. Benedict
What are,
Mathurin and Isaiah Jackson.
what are the Clippers doing?
Trading everyone except for Kawhi, it would seem.
Why? What is Kawhi doing? Kawhi loves Los Angeles that much?
Kawhi is
Like
probably
Daryl.
getting suspended. Sources are telling us.
What? I don't know. I just don't understand. What is Kawhi doing? Kawhi, you're getting older too, dude. Like the PG, Jimmy Butler, Kawhi three-way. By the way, I know people think that's ridiculous. It was right there. It was right there. Banners fly forever. Luxury tax bills are 1 year. It's freaking ridiculous. It's insane.
Yeah.
Parm's calling in. Hello, Parm.
So let's go. Welcome,
Parm was here.
Parm.
Welcome in, Parm.
Riff. Sal, you got to riff when someone's loading.
We sit in the silence, Jalen. Oh!
Oh.
Welcome, Parm.
Wow. Look at that.
What are our takes on the deadline? How do we feel about Daryl Morey's job?
Me and Daryl have acquired the same amount of players at this trade deadline.
Absolutely.
I'm just here to let everyone know that Najee Marshall is available. He can be on your team.
For what price?
I'm taking all offers.
Will 2 second-round picks get the job done?
It depends on the team.
I am preparing my offer.
It
Wow.
depends on the team.
We have Slop. At by Robert Murray. Blaze Alexander is going to the Orioles. Any Blaze heads?
No.
Okay.
Really.
Now, Parm, I know you're saying Najee Marshall is available. What does Clint Capella do for you?
Nothing.
Sources telling
Absolutely
me
nothing.
that
Josh Green.
Jay Young
Absolutely
had
nothing
to
whatsoever.
leave. Sorry to interrupt. Sources telling me that Jay Young had to leave in order to negotiate another land lease with Native Tribe in Oklahoma for more, more oil exploitation.
As we all know, you cannot stop the
This is a
landman.
fluid situation again.
This is great.
I'm just telling me
I
that
think this is one of
Jay
the
Young is the landman. Yes.
I think this is one of the greatest deadline streams that we've had. Thank you, Sal.
Absolutely. No, thank you,
Thank
everyone
you, Sal.
else. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Jake Fisher.
Thank you, Jake Fisher. Thank you, Mark Stein, who looks like that apparently. Thank you, everyone.
I just watched the whole thing. That TV was just used for that one meme.
Yeah.
You had that in the screen for like an hour and a half. I'm like, what is this? It's just the AirPlay logo.
Yeah. Well, no. We did have graphics originally. We have the slop nuke. We have the Josh Harris is a pedophile. We have the.
I saw that. So that was the one it was
Yes.
stuck on when I was looking.
Yes. But now, so originally we were using the AirPlay. The graphics are on the iPad, but now we are using the iPad in order to talk to the people and to provide different angles, different coverage.
I do love the angles.
Thank you.
The Angles is maybe the star of the
Yes.
show. I have my TV over here and I've been looking at it and it's just incredible.
Well, we need to get the views. We need to see everything. If only I could have borrowed not Sal's phone in order to get another angle on the stream, but he is
Oh,
out today.
Dude, the next one you have to have it like mounted to the ceiling, like a top down, like you're in The Sims.
We will see about it. I did try that once in a dorm, and it cost me $200 in repairs to the paint. That
These
sources
things
are telling
monetize.
me. Sources are telling me that
funders,
came out
no
of my
funding.
student loan money.
It's fake anyway.
It is. It is. I'm never gonna pay it back. Sources are telling.
You should
I'm
not
also
say
thinking
that,
maybe for the next stream,
on a recording.
the soccer referees have started to do like the ref cam where they have like a
Yes.
little camera right here. So maybe we
Yes.
get one of those. We get to see what you see.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe next year, I think we will be investing into Meta glasses, along with our Grok AI, so I can program it to speak and do things, help us out.
Shout out Grok. Shout out Grok.
Shout out Grok. Shout out Grok. We also love SpaceX.
Shout
A
out
big,
Callsheet.com.
big shout out to our two sponsors, Callsheet.com and Grok AI, who are entirely responsible for this show.
I'm drawing the line at Kalshi. I'm not upsetting my other sponsors at FanDuel Sportsbook, where you can bet 50 cents on blackjack now. It's big. It's big because if you think about it, if you lose, you can lose 10 times instead of DraftKings where it's $1 and you lose only 5 times if you put 5 in, which is the minimum bet allowance.
As much as I love and respect FanDuel, new reports have just come out that Kalshi users lose twice the money as normal sports bettors.
That's rough.
But you can't argue with the numbers.
That's only for the people that lose. The vast majority of Kalshi users, as we may again precise, are winners.
Yes. No, of
Big-time
course.
winners.
No, of course. Again, we do have reports. We have the statistics. 90% of gamblers quit just before they hit it big. Next year, I think we should have a little Kalshi side bet graphic on the stream. We can do live bets on things that will happen during the stream, how many angles, such like that.
Things of that nature.
Absolutely, absolutely. Like we're
Again,
looking towards these.
That might be. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. That might be breaking news for some. This is still, in negotiation, but we are in talks with Barstool Sports to make this show a part of the Barstool media empire. So SAL right here is in discussion with Big Dave Portnoy, and we are trying to make that happen. So next year,
yes,
the 2027 NBA trade deadline featuring another dump of maybe Kyle Lowry, maybe Andre Drummond will be dumped.
Yes,
we'll see.
Yes.
But that would be featuring Basketball Spot as our main sponsor.
Yes, we actually did sign an agreement with Dave Portnoy for the next year. In response, he has been giving me his alcohol. We will be using that to re-enter our alcoholic era. Maybe we'll take some of the shorties, try to get the mentors back on. We will see.
I must disavow this segment. This is not who we are. This is not what I represent. No.
Breaking news. I have to go to work. So I will see everybody next year on the SAL deadline stream. Thank you to our fans.
Yes.
Enjoy.
All right.
See you in Valhalla. Brother. See you.
All right. Do we want to say our final words, everybody? Do we want to say our thoughts and then
trade me a first round pick, a bad one for Najee Marshall, and do it by Sunday.
Yes. No. I agree.
I want to remind everyone that AJ Green and Chris Dunn are big time available. We are hearing offers. We have a ton of offer for that for both of them.
The Bill O'Reilly reveal at the end.
Yeah.
So we have also offers for our star center Paul Reed. So keep them coming, please. There's a lot of competition, but I'm sure that you can make your pick.
Yes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't played Madden yet today. I haven't explored the March to October. MLB The Show 2024. We will be doing that. Thank you all for joining the stream. Thank you to the contributors. No thank you to Austin Crow, who has ducked me in a very unenjoyable manner. We will all be around next year. We love America. America 250. John Collins, will he get traded? We find out in the offseason. Thank you.
Thank
Prepare
you.
for Daryl
Thank you.
Morey's next trick.
It's coming. Anytime now. I'll see you next year.
Prayers up. Oh, I didn't stop the stream.